and then I'm gonna start. But what edition is the new, or I guess it's new because I keep seeing it pop up, but the Age of Sigmar stuff? Because I see that he returns at some point.
That's actually a different game.
Yeah, they retired Warhammer and they made Warhammer.
Okay.
And then it didn't work, and now they're gonna introduce Warhammer.
Yeah, they brought back the old world. They were shocked that the 4th edition of the RPG and the computer games did so well. And they're like, wait a sec, you still want this? Okay.
Yeah. So they wanted a property that was theirs, that they could control and license, and they could do what they wanted to with it. Because the problem with Warhammer is it's rife with all sorts of D&D-isms and Tolkienisms and all kinds of stuff. And they don't get to control it. They don't get to say, this is mine. But they've tried. But anyways... and
got countersued.
Yeah, so they tried to be like, you know what, we'll just burn it all to the ground, and then we'll just make our own thing, which is this like super epic high fantasy supernatural setting. And nobody cares, and nobody was into it, and then it flopped, and now they're gonna do the old world product.
To its credit, Age of Sigmar is getting better lore every year, and the editions are slowly getting better.
They haven't given up on it. That's true.
Yeah,
I'm being a bit hyperbolic.
Yeah, like it has its fans. It's just it'd have a lot more if people didn't have to give up, or have the end times ruin Warhammer for everyone. Because the other issue is that a lot of everyone dies at the end in like a really mean-spirited way, and there's no... even small victories get screwed over.
But the end times were the best of times, you know?
I mean more like the Dwarven King, with the power of the Wind of Metal, manages to defeat a powerful foe, and then gets assassinated despite still having the power of metal.
Well, see, what people didn't see on the inside is he was using 5th edition spell slots.
Zing! But updating to the RPG of Sigmar is going to be a little difficult because it's a D6 dice pool and not a percentile system.
Okay. Well,
So,
maybe I'll just
probably
use
where we're gonna-
more. Yeah.
And much as I would not be adverse to trying 3, that is a board game.
Oh, it's like the D&D 4th edition of Warhammers?
Kind of.
You have Warhammer
Sigmar
Quest
and
for that,
Sigmar-
though.
Yeah, it's like, how are we going to emulate the funky dice it used? How are we going to...
Interesting.
Like, it might be better to just go from 2 to 4. It might just not be worth the effort to deal with 3.
I mean, we can all
No. Third edition is not existing. No. It's just, like everybody just delete every fan of Warhammer, like delete it from their memory. It's just, like...
They accidentally skipped a number, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like it's like like you have it in States.
It's like Windows 9.
Yeah, it's also like it's like 13th floor in America. It doesn't exist.
It's there, but it doesn't exist.
Oh, it exists. We just wish it didn't. All joking aside, though, if you guys are ready, I'm ready too. And absolutely, after the quote-for-quote fun stuff of first, I'd love to see the universe get an evolution. So let's get on to the fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy for the 4th edition as well. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Because like I understood that like when we tried to actually do some like, for example, those when you use those stunt stuff, you needed to see like calculate it. It was just such a pain in the ass. So might as well just use another edition. It's fine with me.
Yeah. Well, we got the idea, and I'll explain it to all of you guys after the game. But it's going to be great. It's totally not going to burn down in a pile of flame.
Damn fucking right. Just the old world.
All right. Let's see. Last time we left off with, and this is the short version of it. Everybody made it to Bogenhafen, and it was great. you guys went and you found or you guys went to go find the inheritance, the lawyer's office, and everything. And it quickly turned out that it didn't exist. It was all a ruse by the man who was hunting down Castor Le Brun and to lure him onto a very specific route. And Finn was very sad that he wasn't going to get a 20,000 gold payday and a house and servants. To wallow away his sorrow, you guys went to the festival and had a great time. Finn let out his anger in a fighting ring against the festival champion, while Tanner went and borrowed a bunch of items from a different armor and weapon stands.
With no interest in actually returning them or asking first.
You know, maybe not. We'll
It's
see.
the hero
There's still
tax.
a
Yeah. Tax.
let's see. The next thing that happened after that caught all your guys' attention was Dr. Malthusius's caravan of exotic animals and other oddities from around the world. His Zoocopia, as it's called. And you guys went and attended it, and you saw a three-legged goblin, among other obviously chaos-touched creatures. And during the show, when they were parading the goblin around, it bit its handler on the hand and took off down into a breathing vent into the sewers. Quickly afterwards, the party and Dr. Malthusius went to the festival court where all day-to-day affairs are heard by the court from the dirty peasants. And you were hired to go and bring the goblin not only out of the sewers, but alive and unharmed back to Dr. Malthusius. During your trek down there, you've encountered sewage, sludge, and filth. You quickly spotted the green blood trail of the goblin and tracked it to a door, which on the other side laid nothing but a 3-socketed hip bone and a very occult room with a pentagram in the middle, candles at each corner, and all various other items. Upon quickly exploring the room, black smoke appeared from the center of the star, and a demon popped out. And instead of wanting to fight, he tried to spook you away, which actually worked, surprisingly. And yeah, you guys grabbed a 3-socketed hip bone, a handkerchief with I will have to look FS monogrammed, or yeah, embroidered with monogram FS, and you guys got out of there. By the time you guys got out and above onto the surface yet again, it was dark, and you saw the Moorsleeb, the smaller of the two moons. Instead of being a crescent as would be expected at the time of the month, is now almost full. And that's where we left off last time.
Sorry, I have a question. Why was it surprising that he managed to spook us? I mean, that's like most unsurprising thing.
I had to roll for it, and he actually barely just passed.
Yeah, I'm just joking. We were spooked like in the beginning, like even going there.
You know? It's like, ooh, I'm a spoopy demon. Go away.
So where are we right now?
You guys are back in the middle of the festival where the guards have shown our party their entrance into the sewers. You guys are covered in filth and muck and a little bit of sweat as you guys literally just dashed for half an hour back out of the sewers. The festival is closed down for the night, and there's not a lot of people around. And your best guess, it's around midnight or 1 a.m.
Well, that was quite an adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm still standing.
Well-
Should I? Right. Sorry.
None to be sorry about. This is the second pie day we lost out on. Cool. Well, we might as well give the bone back to him so he knows where he went.
Yeah. But I told you you're gonna be some kind of demons and ghosts. You never believed me. Should I start dancing now or later?
I believed you. I just believed in myself as well.
You're trying to say to me that you are not afraid of demons and chaos.
Hogwitch is, rather embarrassed, like, just gonna look down. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, yeah, let's go maybe somewhere to. But we need to maybe sleep somewhere or something. I'm not sure that we can find anyone now to give the bone back.
Yeah, we'll head back to our inn and, we'll get some Z's. And then we're gonna find out who FR, whoever it is.
And I.
His F.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Say your piece.
To say something out loud, at least just one time, perhaps we shouldn't tell anyone what we saw.
At least not right now, no. Although, I am wondering if that critter had anything to do with, that moon there.
Oh yeah, that is unusual. Or am I just forgetful?
No, you're not forgetful. That's definitely a big concern.
So, did something happen to the moon, or were we there for longer than I thought?
You guys were down there for a while, but
Yeah,
you
not
can tell-
days.
not days, but it's weird.
No,
Something's
not
going-
enough for the moon to change phase.
No.
Okay. So, does anyone have any idea why there would be a random chaos creature down there? Is that related in any way to the goblin, or are we just the most unlucky people on this planet?
Well, it's probably the latter, but for some strange reason, I'm thinking that maybe the goblin might have been a bit of a sacrifice.
Oh, don't forget about the body. I almost forgot about the body.
We're all human here.
The most important thing I would say that we weren't a sacrifice, and that's the most important thing.
Wise words.
Was anybody making a map while you guys were in the sewers?
No.
I do not have the, the implements to make a map, so no.
Okay.
I didn't even have a bag for the goblin.
Maybe we can remember the map. I mean, how to go and where. I don't know. Like,
We can remember the map.
yeah. I mean, we can remember the way, probably. Especially Hogwitch, since he's kind of.
He's a road warden and he knows all the roads.
Yeah.
Well, if you insist, I could try and we could go back down there.
Well, if you know where some sewers, where some tunnels are, you could probably find your way to different locations above ground.
We could, yes.
Probably.
Alright,
But
so,
but why do you ask us about that? We were going to sleep to our hotel.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no worries about it. Just a question. But yeah, you guys go back to the inn, and it is a fine inn near the outskirts of town. I have the. Well, I'll find the name in a minute, but it is just like one. It looks like one of the Coach and Horses, or the Four Seasons Tavern that you guys have been into, and the bartender slash innkeep notices that or recognizes you as some of the people that were paid by the court to stay here. Obviously, not due to the stench that you guys all carry and the filth of sewage upon you, but yeah, he just points upstairs and says, "Your rooms are up the last door on the left. Make sure not to track that filth anywhere else in this establishment.
Warm us up a bath and we won't.
The baths will be ready in the morning."
Hogwitch will just head back to his room and pass out on the floor.
Well, for me, the smell doesn't bother me. It's like home, cow manure and horse manure,
Yeah. I have an extra blanket in my backpack. I lie on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the clothes from the nobleman to my normal clothes.
Okay. Let's see here. And yeah, you guys all lay down and rest, and you get a well-rested night inside the inn. And when you wake up, there's a knock at the door with following with a gruff voice following, saying, um, "The water's ready outside. Make sure to bring your bedclothes with you, as I'm not touching any of that.
Oi.
Smells like the taint of chaos just from here." And
Hogwitch resists the urge to say, "That sort of is, isn't it?"
Hush now.
Well, I guess we're gonna go to have a wash.
Yeah, please.
Yes, we wash, and I'll definitely be switching out to one of Hogwitch's fancier pieces of clothing.
Okay. Yes, okay. It's called The Journey's End, by the way, for this end. But yeah, okay. You guys all get your clothes ready, and most likely the bedclothes, and take them down, and you all take a bath. You guys left the body in the sewer, am I right for remembering that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, at least I think so.
We brought the bone and the handkerchief with us, and I think there was one other thing we brought along.
How much is this? How much is a bath and a room?
It was paid for by the city because you guys were hired to go down for 50 gold pieces to just get the goblin out of the sewer.
Oh, okay. Nice. It's so great. Being toshers. We're toshers. Oh, that's so great.
Yes. Let's see.
Exactly. 50 gold plus expenses. We'll take the case. It'll be a while.
Yeah. All right. After you guys clean up and put on any pleasantries and get your free meals and all of that, what would you
Uh,
guys like to do?
I guess we're gonna go like deliver the bones.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the court first, or do you want to see Dr. Malthusius?
Maybe we should go to the court and get the money that we returned.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so you guys pack your things up, you ready your gear, and you set out. Um, the mile trek back to the festival and find the large tent surrounded by two watchmen. They nod and let you enter, and you guys are told to sit. His clerk, who you've learned the name is Andrea, asks why you're here. Well, why are you guys back? Aren't you supposed to clear that goblin out of the sewers?
Well, we did. Someone cleared him out at least.
Hmm. The magistrate will want to hear about this. Let me go see if he's done just yet. And Andrea gets up from his seat and stands up and walks to a different flap and enters. And from within, you can hear two burly voices arguing, and you can hear Magistrate Richter calmly talking as well. 15 minutes goes by, and then you see these two laborers, these two burly men, who obviously look like they work, like our laborers, leave. And Andrea opens the flap and says, "All right, why don't you guys come in now while we have a small break from the peasants and their minor inconveniences between each amongst the rabble."
Well, if you say so, but, I mean, we are the rabble after a fact.
Maybe, maybe not. By the way you guys carry yourselves, it looks like you guys have seen more than the common baker or farmer.
I mean,
No,
we definitely didn't see anything really weird. We're pretty normal. Yeah.
well, yeah, I guess so. Anyhow, yeah, we had an agreement, so let's go and talk about it with the man.
Hmm. Okay.
And I guess we're gonna go and speak with if he's gonna see us.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys enter, and Magistrate Richter is just sitting behind his little makeshift desk, just rubbing his temples. He looks a little bit tired, as Andrea explains that today has been the um, busiest court proceedings he has seen in a while. And you all approach. Magistrate Richter looks up and he smiles passively and he says, "Ah, yes. my sewer rats going after that goblin. I'm afraid I've wasted your time, as the goblin was crushed by falling crates in a warehouse on the Awesome Dam about an hour after you guys entered. But I don't know where the goblin's body is, but as far as I'm concerned, the case is closed.
I'll lean into one of my buds. Should we show him the bone? Because I don't think it was just crushed.
Maybe we should tell him what's going on there. I mean, it's dangerous, isn't it?
Oi. You want me to explain it to you guys? Because I might be the best option here.
Well,
You're very good at conveying information.
yeah, you should explain him. You're making jokes, you're funny, and you speak well.
Alright. How am I gonna put this? And, Hogwitch will start by putting the thigh bone of the goblin on the counter.
Okay.
This was all that was left of the little creature, unfortunately. We went down into the sewers and found a trail of blood, and what was left of him in a circle down there.
Richter he looks more attentive now, and he says, "All right. Do you have any other proof that this was the goblin?"
Possibly. And Hogwitch will take out the handkerchief, unfold it, and while holding it, show it in front of them. If whoever has these initials might require questioning.
Richter reaches up and he gently pulls the handkerchief out of your hand to examine it more closely, and he says, well, this is Franz Steinhager's. At least these are his initials.
In that case, my buds and I can go and ask him more questions about this then. And Hogwitch will take back the handkerchief and the bone.
Well...
Oh, wait. So, can I ask you, we had an agreement that we're gonna clean out the goblin, and goblin is dead, so, are we going to get paid or not?
Well, Richter just leans back in his seat, taking a more relaxed pose, and he says, well, you brought the hip bone to me and this handkerchief, and I believe you. But as far as the city is concerned, that goblin was crushed by a crate in a warehouse, and I'm not authorized to pay you any money. But you may have a better chance at the town hall upon receiving your gold. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here. We're just processing.
Oh, okay.
But by the way, you said that man, that initials we found. Who is that man?
Oh, he's one of the... He's the head of one of the merchant families that's here in Bogenhafen. Without the families, we would still just be a little hamlet just outside of Altdorf.
Then I'd say...
Yeah, come on.
I'd say that we go to that town hall and see if we can get our money, unlikely as that seems, and then we go off to that little hamlet and start asking a few questions.
Just the thing, did you understand us correctly? You see, there was not only one thing that that we found there. There was some demon what we found and dark magic. I'm just saying.
With that, he leans forward again and crosses his arms, and he says, and takes on a more stern and serious look. And says, "Dark magic, chaos magic, you might say. Tell me more."
The circle I told you about. A little bit after we started investigating and found this handkerchief, a horrible, horrible demon ripped its way out of the circle and told us to get going. And we were not proud to say we were overcome with fear and ran like headless chickens.
I mean, you don't. I mean, the dark magic is very dangerous.
So we felt it was our sacred duty to inform you so that, you don't come to harm, because this is a serious matter.
Okay. Says, do you know where this temple of chaos is located?
Oi, at least the ritual was held. It may not even be the temple. In the sewers. The goblin's bloodstain, should they remain, will lead to it if you investigate.
I don't want to send any more men than I have to down into the sewers with what festivities we have going on. But if you can find out under which building that location may be, I promise you I will look into it.
I will turn to the others and say, what do you think? After a little investigation, we head back down to those sewers and see what's going on?
I believe we have to.
Alright, then we'll make it so.
Maybe we can get more money if we're gonna show you. I mean, that's dangerous for all the city, and we're just showing you a very important thing.
Let's see. Okay. He says, well, whatever you may do to find the location, please report it back to me. But I will definitely look into this. And since this goblin supposedly did not die in the warehouse, and you guys are so adamant about this, I'll also give you directions to the warehouse that this event supposedly occurred.
So no money? No, you're not gonna pay us more money if we're gonna show you the place.
I am not authorized to pay anyone, but it would be a great service, and you would be
Rewarded, right? Rewarded. That's the word you were looking for.
Maybe don't push it, old bean.
He sits back and he smiles. Yes, rewarded. Maybe you'll get a couple nights more at the journey's end. And maybe we can throw a little gold on top of that, along with something out of the watch armory that the guards would surely not miss.
Oh, that's at least something. Thank you very much. We're definitely gonna check it out.
Mm-hmm. He nods and he says, "All right." And he stands up and he says, "Well, you do your busybody work, and I'll do mine." And with that, he just gives you all a little curt nod, and he leaves. He exits out another flap behind his chair. leaving you alone with Andrea in the quote-unquote courtroom.
So, do we want to tackle the city hall, sewers again, or the outskirts first?
What about
Maybe
the,
we should
the
first.
outskirts?
All right. Anyone else?
Maybe we should go to the hall, get some money, and then we're gonna do the investigation and stuff.
All right. How about you, Ross? What do you think? Ross, little buddy?
He might have to get up. That's
Sorry
okay.
about that. I'm back.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nothing to stress about, man. Just curious. So the judge believes us that there's something funky going on, but because we don't have a lot of hard evidence beyond a thigh bone and a handkerchief, he can't really do much. So we're going to be investigating, likely the outskirts after our buds try to get their money, and we will see how much evidence we can collect and see if we can form a good case.
Okay. Do we have a lead?
We've got 3 leads. Well, technically 2. We can go back to the sewers and see if we can get some more definitive proof that there was a ceremony down there. There's also the outskirts of town, where the fellow whose handkerchief this belongs to lives, and we can go over there and see if we can grill him a little bit.
Well, it sounds like we don't want to go back in the sewer where there's a demon, right?
True, but we have to find some way we can.
Yeah, I'd say we ask some pertinent questions, and if that doesn't yield anything, before we go back into the sewers, we get gumboots, waders, and wax coats, so that we can muck about more, less.
The thing is that, kind of what Magister wanted to find out is that the room where the demon was and where the sacrifice was, where is it exactly? Under which building is it?
Yeah, but we're not going to find that from above, right? We're more likely to find the nearest exit up to the overworld from the circle, rather than just going into random cellars or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why there may be only way to find it out is going back to the sewers.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I just don't want to go back to the sewers if I don't absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, that guy that we have a lead that we found the handkerchief of. He's some kind of big wig. He's a trader, prominent trader in the city. So, if we're gonna go speak with him, I don't think it's gonna be easy. I'm just saying.
So you're saying that maybe it would be helpful if we found out under which building the sewer is, because it might be his warehouse or something.
Exactly.
Okay. We should go to the sewer first. What time of day do demons normally sleep?
Yeah, but first we should probably go get our money, I think. Or do you want to? What
do you expect? What money are you expecting? The goblin is dead, and they wanted him alive. Or I don't get. Why do you think? What?
The thing is that, it says that in order to get the money, we need to go to the hall, and
the magistrate said we might have a better chance there.
Yeah, that's true. Just go. Whatever you want, guys. Where do you want to go?
No, I'm just confused. If you think there's a chance that we can get money at the town hall, sure.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Let's do it. I mean, the town hall is nearby, is it not? We're in the city center, near the plaza.
You're actually on the outside of the town in a large like fair that's going on, the Schaffenfest.
Oh, we're at the fair. Oh, my bad. Okay.
No worries. And this is kind of a daily, what's the word that they use? It's basically a day-to-day court where commoners can come and um, have the town council and the courts hear their pleas, besides going through the
Yeah.
Didn't we
tons of
exit
paperwork.
the sewer nearby here?
Yes, actually.
So, as much as I hate to say it, I think it would be best if we just got this over with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
All
night
right, then we
vision.
go to the sewers.
I've always wanted to say
So do
that.
I.
So do I.
Honestly, what they could do is that they could investigate or grill. Actually, no, they're gonna want some of the fellowship. All right, we're gonna go back to the sewers. Right after I go and grab a piece of cake in real life, and then we're gonna go down there and see what else can be found.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back. One sec.
So, does everybody see in the dark?
No,
No.
not everybody. Like, just,
So, you're
yeah.
probably gonna. Do you have a lantern or something? Something to be able to see?
I do have a torch, but a lantern would be better.
Is there somewhere that we could buy a lantern, Glenn?
And
the
sewer
fair.
clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably as you guys exit, there's probably a few like little stalls here and there selling their wares. Some of them are like showing off. They got the brightest torches around, and they can last longer than everybody else. And there's another one
Just
who
go
has
near
like
one of the fire throwers and just give me that. Take it from him. Give me that.
And then there's one who's selling these intricately designed lanterns with different ornate designs. Like one looks like the head of a dragon spewing
Ooh.
flames. The other one looks like our emperor Karl Franz II, and his mouth and eyes light up with the flame from the center, and all sorts of different kind of weird and very intricate looking lanterns.
How much is it? How much is the one I've heard that Emperor Franz is the
In the back.
coming the next coming of Sigmar?
Ooh.
Sigmar's coming back?
That's what I've heard.
It says 12 gold, miscellaneous items, lantern. But I'm
Uh-huh.
guessing the design would add some.
The design would add some, and it's at the festival, so you gotta double that. It's
I'll
I'd
pay,
rather be
30.
blind than robbed blind.
I'll pay 30 gold if you need a lantern.
It's 34 gold crowns for the Karl Franz lantern.
Here you go. You got a Karl Franz lantern. I'm down to 26 gold.
I am very
you
much
have
in your
so
debt.
much gold?
I'll pay it back.
I have even more.
I know, because you stole a lot of gold.
Well, don't thank me yet. We have to try to get through this first.
Right. So you guys are heading back into the sewers, right?
Oi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it, but I guess we have to.
Okay. All right. And okay, you guys walk back to the manhole, and on your way there, you actually bump into old Dr. Malthusius. He says, have you brought word about my goblin just yet? I see you guys made it through the sewers unscathed.
Well, we're back from the sewers, yes. And the agreement was for oh boy. The agreement was for the goblin to be alive and unharmed, correct?
That is indeed. I miss my old Primple Butt so. Who's
no.
the star of the show?
Oh boy. Well, there's something you should probably be made aware of, sir. And I'll hand him the thigh bone.
You hand it to him and he looks and says, "What happened to your old Primple Butt? What did you guys do?"
I know
Well,
that thigh bone anywhere.
Well, we did not hurt Rumblebutt, although his blood
we came
trail
too
did
late.
lead to an... yes. He has been heartlessly murdered.
Oh no, poor Purple Butt. And he sheds a tear and he quickly wipes it away. It's like, just yesterday with the whole escape and all of that, I earned 300 gold just from that. What am I gonna do now?
Well, I mean, once we're done this investigation as to what's been going on, I'd be happy to help you find a new attraction.
Oh, I had to. Says he wipes another tear away and he clutches the hip bone in one hand and he says, I mean, it's all for you to decide, but what do you mean? What's going on in Bogenhafen now?
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, the blood trail led to an occult circle down in the sewers. So that's probably what's going on.
He kind of leans in and whispers, Are you saying cultists did this to Primblebutt?
Once we have more hard evidence, absolutely.
Well, I'll do anything to try and help you all out, but I don't have much authority except here in the festival, so. But I'll keep my eyes and ears out for any.
Well, have you seen anything suspicious or concerning in the last day or so?
He steps back and he kind of adjusts his little hat and he says, "Well, there's the moon," and you guys are looking at the two moons like sit up in the sky like the whole time with the different phases and everything, but you can clearly make out the second moon. He says, "Well, there was word of a madman over in the town square, rambling on about the end of days and all that, but as of today, no, it's just been common festivities here."
I'm sorry, mister. Can I ask you a question? I mean, that moon is definitely weird, and I really never seen it before like that. Well, why is it weird, and what's the matter with it?
Oh, well, I went to the University of Altdorf and I learned the vast knowledge of the stars. And but that moon there, the one that's all weird, it's more sleep. And some astronomers say it might be made entirely of warpstone, which is something other commoners may never understand. But it's definitely not supposed to be like this. It's caused by some unnatural force to be forced into a full moon or almost full moon at this point. But the other moon is perfectly fine. It's going about its cycle like nothing is going on.
Yeah, but what does it mean? I mean, surely, because you're saying that it's just, some kind of magic, but what does it do? Does it mean anything, or?
Yeah, you say you know you have knowledge of the celestial objects, right? What would somebody want to force a certain constellation?
Quite possibly. I would have to go back into my books to freshen up, as it's been at least 6 or 7 years. But there's when Morslab changes phase out of order, there's something definitely afoot in the world. And it can't be no coincidence that we all shown up here, and that's when old Sleed is going funny. I'll know more when I get back to my wagon, my tent.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
And my
Well,
condolences.
all right, so where are you guys off to now?
I'd say we're gonna check out the sewers again, and then we're gonna make our way to the outskirts.
By the way, I'm sorry, but maybe you could, give us back those bones. You see, we have to. We made an agreement with the magistrate that it's going to be, paid, and they say that your goblin died somewhere in a warehouse, and but we found the bones there in the sewer. So I think something is like someone trying to maybe cover it up or something like that. Anyway, it could be a proof for us to get some money.
All right, but make sure to bring back Butt's hip bone when you're done with it.
Boy.
I can at least make a couple copper out of it. He obviously hands it back. Reluctantly.
We'll bring it back.
Would it help you if we gathered the rest of the bones of his that we can find? So you can at least make a skeleton display in honor of him?
That would be most kind if you do. I could then up the price to at least 10 silver to come see the bone.
Exactly my thought.
Whatever helps you out, friend. Whatever helps you out.
He nods and he bids you adieu and goes on his way. All right, and you guys head back to the sewers.
Yeah.
You guys
while
open
we're
up.
going, sorry.
No, go
while
ahead.
we're going, Finn is gonna say, you know what? Are you sure we want to do it, really? Like, that he explained that moon, it means some kind of probably dark magic. There was a demon there, and maybe we should just, I don't know, maybe we should go to Aldorf and get that money from the prince or something like that, a job. I'm just saying, I really don't like it.
If there's evil about, then we're gonna face it. Because if we don't, then who else will?
Maybe somebody else.
But I don't know. Yeah, somebody else. I mean,
like who?
A witch hunter, for example.
Yeah. But I don't know. You need to get this over with if we're gonna do it.
Boy.
I'm just saying, I really don't like it.
Do you speak Bretonian, Hogwitch? Sorry.
I could learn.
No, didn't you say we?
No.
Oh,
I meant
missed
we
it.
as in the A lot of
Oh,
us here.
not we as it yes. Okay.
All right. Well, let's head in.
Alright. You guys make your way back down into the sewers. You open up the manhole. You climb down the rickety, slime-covered ladder down into what would be the darkness for most.
Yes, I light my lantern, if it doesn't interfere with the dark vision of some of the others.
Light the lantern regardless.
I shall.
Yeah, because with their dark vision, they only see the different shades of gray, which...
Also, it might be a good idea for me to switch out to my regular armor because I don't want my fancy clothes to get smelly.
Well, that's true. Any prep you guys want to do now, now is the time to do it before you descend into the sewers.
The map says.
Yeah, I'll go with my stuff that I went with when I came down to the sewers first.
The map calls it an effluent channel.
Yes.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, it does flow out.
Yeah, I know. It's just. It's disgusting. That's all.
Mm. Oh god. Why do all of you have separate sets of clothing? When did you acquire those?
Well, remember, I stole a whole bunch of fancy
Yeah,
clothes
of course.
because
Of course.
I need the right. Remember when we first came here and he was like,
Mhm.
"You called this service," and I'm like pilfering clothes for him and I.
Yeah. Yeah, god. Fuck, I strip down naked except for my bridges and I stuff all my things in my backpack and I'm there in my undies. It's fine. We're going to a noble later. I don't want to be all mucky.
All right.
Ooh,
You guys
that
get
reminds me.
down. Yes.
One final question. Did you hand out experience last time, or have I since forgotten?
No, that's my bad. I got busy because I got a second job. But
Pardon me.
everybody got 120 XP.
Okay.
So it was just a great time.
Just
Performers.
wanted to make sure I'll be spending the 100 on wits. And
Yeah.
then, will we march on?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, okay. That's something I overread. But anyways, nothing important. You guys go down, and you guys are making your way back through the effluent channel and the various breathing holes or breathing vents, and stepping over and trying not to trip over the discharge pipes that lead into the main channel.
Could they make this any more disgusting?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff I accidentally looked over, so it gets great. It gets better, but
Better or worse?
it's a Warhammer world.
Worse, gotcha. Alright, let's continue.
Yes. Okay. You guys make it to about. You're almost there, back to the breathing vent that the goblin climbed down through, and can someone make what the heck is it called here? Um, a I was gonna say a perception check, but it's not that. We'll do initiative. Give me an initiative roll.
Everyone?
Just whoever thinks they can do it.
Anyone better than 44?
26.
You got 46?
Cool.
56.
You go.
Alright. I'm just devouring the entire party. Fuck. 32. I pass.
All right. On your way back to there, you notice that this particular path seems unusually clean.
Oh.
And
I don't mean to frighten you all, but I think the evidence has just been scrubbed.
as you get closer, you see that the sewerage in the channel suddenly heaves, and a nauseous stench assails the party as a phosphorescent, obscenely slimy tentacle bursts from beneath the surface and lashes out at Hogwitch.
Sort it!
It barely just misses you, but it attaches itself to the wall, and it starts hauling a huge, bloated, and amorphous body out of the channel as more and more tentacles latch onto the wall.
Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Sigmar, protect me! Sigmar, protect me!
Is it like an amorphous blob or something like that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is it like an amorphous blob or something like that, or does it seem like he's conscious?
I would love to give you guys details, but I can't say anything. But from what you see, it looks like a blob.
All right.
So who's on first?
That's a good question. Who? Oh crap! How did we do initiative again?
It's just the initiative score.
Yeah, just initiative score. That's it.
Initiative
Like you don't need
score.
to worry about that. So yeah.
Well, this thing obviously goes last, or actually, no, yeah, it goes last. Sorry, it goes last.
I have 35 initiative. Finn Sawyer for 35. 35.
Okay. Finn 35.
I think Hogwitch goes first, then Nostromo, then Gundikar, then Finn. I don't know what is his
It's let's see, looks like 50 is my initiative.
Okay, you second.
Alright. Well, Hogwitch is going to take his battle axe and slam it down on the blob as it's coming out of the water.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Not even close.
Oof. Alrighty. So, Hogwitch, and then it is Ross.
Out of terror, I'll just reflexively attack it. I have a, I don't even know if I have, I just have a sling, so. No, I have a sword. Is that right? No, this is, no. The thing's messed up. I just have a dagger. I use my dagger. So, here we go.
Okay.
I'll roll it over here. This one's faster.
Remember, the daggers give +10 to hit and -2 to damage.
+10 to hit, -2 to damage. I rolled a 59. Anyway, and let's see. He's got weapon skill 23.
No.
Oof.
So definitely a miss.
Yeah, this poor hobbit's just like, ah, and then swings and probably almost hits, who is this here? Almost hits Morgrim.
Okay, and let's see here. The next person that goes is was it Finn? I'm sorry.
No, Finn is
Or-
last.
Okay, Finn is last.
No, I think Gundikar, isn't it? Or
Morgan
No,
is
I'm
the next.
44. I'm the next after Morgrim.
Okay. So Morgan, it's up to you.
Wait, you sure? I got 26 initiative.
Oh,
dear,
I'm
so it
sorry.
is,
I confused you two monochromes. I'm sorry. So it's Finn. Sorry. You are
Wait, how
46,
much?
right?
No, I have 35. 35.
Okay, who has 46? Who did I hear say they had 46? Am I hallucinating?
It might be the one guy who had to leave the campaign.
No, I think I just misheard 34 for 44. Okay, no, then it's Gundikar. Sorry.
Okay, what's Gundakar's initiative? I'm putting it on something permanent.
44.
44. Okay, got it. Okay, what do you do, Gundakar?
I attack twice on the main body. That's a hit.
Okay.
And that's also a hit. I roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
That is 7. And that is 9.
7 and 9. So the first one does 2 wounds, and the next one does 4. So you've done 6 wounds altogether against this thing. Nice.
The Dark Souls character in his underwear. Ah! Rolling
Yeah,
in
like-
the muck.
A real man's armor are his muscles.
He's really getting into the From software things a bit, isn't he? Yeah. Geez, that was really good. And okay. Finn, you said you had 36. Is that right?
No, 35.
35. Okay. And then Morgrim, you had for initiative. I'm sorry.
26.
26. Okay. So Finn, what do you do?
Yeah, Finn just reluctantly just takes your sword, and just like his hands are trembling, and but he just starts rushing it and just bashes it with his sword, like cuts it. That's the first attack. I have 2. Like, and he misses the first one. Let me see how hard he misses. Ah, no, it's okay. 63. Let me, and he misses like that. He takes the sword and he has another swing, and he misses again.
Oh
It's the
man.
Gundakar
It's
has
79.
Ooh,
Yep, that's it.
nice. All right, man. The panic breaching of this creature onto the surface. It's really upsetting everybody's day. So, all right, Morgrim, what do you do?
Crack this thing open, man.
I'll grab my axe and my shield, and I'm going to smack it. And 1.
Oh
A
wow.
critical.
How do criticals work here?
I'm
Let me take a look.
there. There's a very specific thing in these very loosey-goosey first edition rules.
Here we go. A creature can absorb damage up to its wounds total. Oh, for
There's-
Pete's sake, this thing is long.
Yeah, when
Okay,
you do
let's-
damage when the thing is already fully wounded out.
Yeah, that's a sudden death critical hit table, I believe. I could be wrong. But,
It's page 122.
I know the sudden death is...
different.
Here we go. When you score a critical hit, apparently you can roll on a table and do an additional an additional ping to it. Wait, no, that's never mind. Warhammer, I love you, but organize your book better.
Should we just ignore that book rule and just say double damage?
Yeah, I'd say give him an extra d6 worth of damage.
Yeah.
Or double, or whatever makes him happy, or re-rolling a 1 or a 2, or... What do you think, man? How should you increase this creature's splatter effect?
Yeah, how about I'll give you an extra d6 of damage so we don't gotta worry about book roll.
All right. Damage. Normal damage is d6 plus strength, right?
That's correct.
So I roll 2d6s plus my strength.
Plus your strength on each of those die.
Oh, okay. Nice. Let's see.
And I think 6s explode.
2d6s. 6 and a 1.
Alright, so that's 7 plus your strength score times 2, and then I think you roll another d6.
When you roll a when you roll a 6 on a d6 to do damage, you can roll again to hit and then hit again. So they don't strictly explode, but you can try.
Yeah.
They may.
That actually makes a lot of sense. That's kind of like the cleaving rules in Axe. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Failed. I failed that attack, but I made 15 damage.
15 damage. Ah.
You're definitely a dwarf. Anyone ever tell you that? Nice.
Wow, this thing has no wounds left. So
roll the critical on its whatever body part you hit.
Does this thing have body parts?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here.
Even if it is just, it explodes into a pile of gunk.
Yes, I am going. I'm actually gonna roll. Let's see here. It is. Okay, a bit flavorful here, but yeah, you cleave this thing into 2, and you reach its core. And upon splitting the core into 2, the amorphous blob, or at least its outer core, whatever you want to call it, the clear part of it, kind of it dissipates, and the 2 halves fall back into the channel, never to be seen again.
Thank goodness, because we're not going back down there.
Congratulations, you guys killed an amoeba slime creature.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, you can call yourself an amoeba slime creature slayer now.
Boy.
Right, yeah. I wasn't expecting for you to do that, but you surely have a skill.
That was incredible.
Simply astonishing. There's Gundika, who's covered in muck.
Oh, guys, you're gonna make me blush. It's all covered in shit and stuff.
Well, it might be covered in shit, but that heroism was smelling like roses. Now, come on, let's open the store.
Ooh.
Okay.
And with that, you guys are back at the pipe, or not the pipe, the breathing vent. But it has been cleaned, sparkling clean for sewer standard.
Could this be a great clean one?
Ooh.
I am the Lord of Cleansiness. I oppose Nurgle in all forces. I will rid the world of mucus, boogars, and fecal matter.
Is this where the the symbol on the floor was before?
No, this is where they found this was a breathing vent that the goblin somehow, I guess it was part contortionist, climbed down here, nicked itself on a rusted grate, and fled. And this is where they picked up his trail. But yeah, so you guys find that, and you go down the path that you sort of remember, and eventually you find the blood trail again. And knowing your ways around here a bit better, you guys make it back to the door. Let me find it again. Yes, the door. And it is closed again. To where the door to where the pentagram and everything, the ritual center was.
Open the door.
Is it closed? How is it closed? I mean, like, is it like locked or is it closed? Just closed.
Well, it is closed. You don't see any visible locks.
I'll
Well?
turn the handle and open it.
Let's see.
I gonna be like, just like, with the Finn is gonna be with the shield, and in another hand he's gonna have a sword, and he's gonna be like, his hand gonna be trembling a little bit.
All right. You try the door, and it opens inwards with a slow creak.
Oh, damn.
And what do we see?
And inside, you see there's the circle and the pentagram still on the floor, but the candles, they've been removed, along with many of the other objects that you saw here last night. It looks like the room has been cleared out.
Yep,
But
Right.
the evidence has been scrubbed. At least we know that the pentagram's still here as evidence.
Yep.
yes, do you all want to enter the room, or I just want to make sure.
Yes, I would like to enter the room and look for the nearest way to the surface.
Yeah.
Okay. You enter the room and you do some investigating. Many of the things have been cleared out. No black smoke emanates from the star, as it looks like the circle has been broken by someone messing with the salt on the floor. But let's see here. No. Try as you might, you cannot find any possible exit besides the door you all entered through out of this room.
Fascinating.
Well, then we go outside of the door and look for the nearest exit.
Okay, and you do that. You go out and you follow the street.
Didn't we see before? Sorry about interrupting. Didn't we see before there was actually a way up, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was over here, the goblin.
Well, there was that, and then where the body was, and you followed upstream next to this door, in the middle of this four-way intersection in the channel, was a. Let me find it, and I'll tell you the exact thing. It was a manhole that's been bolted, and it's directly above the channel, and you would need a shear surface skill or a ladder to
Or
try
a
and get
human
up,
pyramid.
or a human pyramid.
Could we do the human pyramid or the dwarf halfling human pyramid?
Yeah, sure, of
Human
course.
dwarf halfling, or I
Alright,
suppose it'd be
yeah.
dwarf human halfling. Yeah. Oh no! Everybody looks at me.
You're the dwarf and heaviest here, so you're gonna go on the top of the tower.
Wait, why is it having dwarf ghosts on the top
The joke answer
of the
is
tower?
comedy. The not joke answer is that he did just save us from an amoeba monster, so he gets to be king of the castle.
King of the castle. King of the castle. Sorry.
So halflings holding up everyone, then the humans and the dwarf. We make our human ladder.
if something I'm 6.4. That's how I am.
All right, let's see here. Oh man, you guys must do this. You guys must practice this in your off time because you make that pyramid really easily with no incident.
We probably did on the ship.
Just in case we have to do this, guys, let's form a human pyramid.
Yeah.
It's all right.
If anyone asks, this is part of the fencing training for the noble. It's weird empire rituals that are often forgotten nowadays.
The old ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Morgan sees that the manhole still has not been opened for days. It's bolted and rusted shut at least from within the sewer. Let's see here. And yeah, it tries you might to open it. It does not budge.
Does somebody got oil or something like that?
Let's see here. Cutlery. A water bag.
I don't.
He could use his axe to hammer it out, or he could.
Yeah, but it hasn't been used for days. It seems. I intuit.
I mean, he just slayed that chaos creature. Might as well just use the axe with it and just knock it out.
Idea. I still have powder for my guns, correct?
That is true, yeah.
Could we use the lantern and the gunpowder to create a small explosion and blow a hole that can be then axed away?
That would be logical, but where would you set the gunpowder next to this manhole? It's on the roof.
Right. So not logical.
It's a logical thing, it's just not in this particular situation. Let me see if I can help you guys out here.
I mean, if somebody had something like bitumen or something sticky.
I have 10 yards of rope, so he could tie the rope around the manhole, and then he could hang off of it, and we could catch him as he falls, because he's really heavy, and pull off the metal.
Yes, let's all get some wounds.
Yeah, I was thinking when this began, this was Monty Python or Hitchhikers. No, you guys are right. This is definitely the Seven Stooges.
Like it's gonna be like pulling a tooth with a doorknob.
Honestly, we could. Okay, this is really stupid, but if we have enough rope, we can tie it around there. Carefully get down. Tie the other end of the rope to the doorknob and slam it shut.
Yeah, we're jumping against the door at the same time, all together.
Yeah.
Pulling a tooth.
Okay. All in favor of trying to get this manhole cover open? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Although I think this is stupid, but aye.
All those in favor of looking for a different exit?
Also aye. One is fun, the other is,
logical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna try the door, this manhole cover. So, all right, yeah, you guys do that. You guys carefully tie it through, like you weave the rope up and through the grates back and forth, making a secure knot. You carefully dangle back down, trying to avoid falling into the channel. And do you want to tie it to the doorknob, or do you all just want to pull on it?
We'll start by pulling on it, and if that doesn't work, we'll tie it to the doorknob.
Okay, all right. Let me. I got one last thing here.
Sorry. Just one suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a grate, or not?
Yes.
Yeah. So just put the how it's called? Sorry. The powder. Yeah, on the rope, and just hand it over through the grate and just pull until it goes until the top of the grate, and and we don't need to even to just attach it to the grate. We hang it on the rope.
You mean it's the kind of grate we could even just look out of and just see what's on the other side, and we didn't even have to go up there?
True, but we want to come out the other side.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like sun is shining through this grate and everything, but
nothing particularly outstanding to see.
I mean,
No,
tell us where we are.
We can still put the powder on top of it, just put the rope. Yeah.
Just seeing if I can see anything that would tell me where I am, but looking out.
You can definitely tell that you're within the town, as you can see a couple of buildings looming overhead through the grate.
Okay.
But where exactly, you have no idea. Unless someone's been mentally tracing a map, at least in character.
I'm just saying that we can blow it up. Just
no.
Put it through the
So, do we do another vote? Blow it up or crank it down?
I'd say crank it down because I'll need that powder to level up soon, but yeah, I'm more than willing to blow shit up if you are. I mean, it is a sewer.
I'd say crank it up first. If it doesn't work, blow it out.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, so y'all grab a hold of the rope, and let's see, with your combined strength, you pull as hard as you can. It takes a few good hard pulls, but then the grate begins to shift and slide, and eventually falls down into the channel with a loud clang in the bottom of the channel.
Haha, we got it!
And now
we reform the halfling dwarf human pyramid.
Yes.
Whichever order you guys would like.
And I'm assuming you pull the grate up to untie your rope.
Absolutely. That way the others can climb up.
Alright, yeah. You reform the old ways pyramid, and you all climb up.
All right.
Lowering the rope for all those who can't reach, and you're all into the town.
Splendid.
You know what? Since I don't know when our only person who can read or write will return.
Wait, I can read and write.
Oh, you can read and write. Okay.
Yeah, I speak different languages and all kinds of stuff. I'm literate. No offense.
No offense taken. Might have to put aside a little experience soon and sit down and learn to read myself. I might.
I forgot that you're a smart one.
Yeah, he's basically a doctor.
Yeah.
No, seriously. But no one takes him seriously. Every time he tries to go to towns to practice his trade, they make him make baked goods because he's a hobbit.
You're a herbalist, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously, that's
you're
his
the-
backstory from the book. I'm not making that up.
Oh, I believe
Yeah.
it. Oh man,
Y-
you got some great skills. Woof.
You are the
Ooh.
Russian professor working as a taxi driver in Berlin. You know.
There you
I
go.
know 2 Serbian people here. That's exactly the case. They're like incredibly deeply educated professors, and one's a custodian now.
Sheesh.
Man. Jeez. But yes, you guys are out of the sewer again, and this time cleaner than before, as you guys were careful. As you guys look around, a couple peasants give you some weird looks as the
So
two
it comes out
hobbits, a
into the
dwarf,
street.
comes out into the street
Okay.
next to a few buildings, and right across from you. Let me double check just to make sure. This place where this door supposedly meets at the bottom is the. Oh man, why couldn't they just make this so much simpler? The Steinhager or Heiger offices.
Steinhager offices. Okay.
So this is the exactly the person that we found a handkerchief.
Ah,
Yeah.
so between that and the handkerchief and where he is, then this is starting to paint a bit of a picture, isn't it?
This office is an imposing single-story building with the family's badge, a barrel with the letter S branded into it, hanging outside.
All right, fellas, how are we gonna handle this? How are we gonna get the information we need?
Um, I don't know. He's a rich man. Certainly, he might as well just, I don't know, kill us for the slender or something like that.
We could go in the dead of night and bully him until he tells us, or we could knock on the door and ask what his handkerchief is doing next to a pentagram, or we could pretend to be insurance salesmen and see if we can figure out his tells. Or what do you think, fellas?
Well, I have some experience dealing with these guild types. I could also propose some sort of deal or trade if we could maybe arrange something with the magistrate's office. But of course, if it goes awry, we will suffer the consequences of any failed plot on our part. In fact, we may even be blamed for it all.
Mhm. So before we do any, I mean, the magistrate has asked us to inform him of what we learn. So maybe just give him the information that the pentagram is near that guy's estate. So if something goes awry, at least the magistrate knows what's up.
Indeed.
Good thinking.
Okay, so you guys know where the surface location is, so you just want to return to the magistrate? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
That's
We'll
what I
let him know
suggest.
what we've found so far, and that we'll be continuing the investigation towards this guy.
You make your way slowly back, retracing. Well, make me an intelligence check, Hogwitch, as it seems like you're the most logical person to keep it in.
I'd argue that our
Keeping it
herbalist is the most logical person, but if you want the guy who pretended to be a bird to get into a building, absolutely.
I mean, don't you have urban stuff or something like that, or navigation, or what is it like?
Well, my intelligence is one sec there. Yeah, my intelligence is 34, so it's above average, but it's not great. And then I've got cook, herbal lore, acute hearing, very strong, ambidextrous, horse riding, evaluate, marksmanship, silent move, urban, and specialist weapons, swords,
Wow.
swords and rapiers.
Smarter
Yeah.
than me.
Well, what's
He's a
your
road warrior.
intelligence?
30.
Well, looks like Hogwitch is stealing the show, and he's going to be rolling this.
Maybe Gundikar is much more intelligent, but never know.
He might be, yeah. What's your intelligence, Gundikar?
28. I'm not very smart. I just
Oh,
talk well
geez.
because my father taught me to talk well, even though I'm an idiot.
The dwarf,
I have
maybe?
I have 27 intelligence.
Okay, I'll roll it then.
I think the purple brambleberry is going to be like a bandit leader here.
Well, he is. Oh, no, he's going to be a highwayman. But,
A highwayman, yeah.
So he's teaching himself this stuff. Here we go. 19, he actually made it.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
okay. So you are tracing your steps back over the surface with your path through the sewers, adding more and more to your mental map,
Okay.
as every good road warden would do on our long patrols. And you make it back in, I'd say you guys maybe spent maybe an hour in the sewer, and maybe an hour navigating your way through the city back to the festival, back to the court. As you go back, you see on Andrea sitting at his desk, looking rather concerned, and he says, "If you're here to see Magistrate Richter, he has fallen ill and has gone home.
Oh no.
Magistrate Gorvins is now presiding over the court and is very busy at the moment."
Where is the former magistrate's home? He might not necessarily be ill.
I could also maybe help him and would like to.
Oi, he's a doctor, despite everyone making him bake pies instead.
Don't mention that.
Sorry.
Look,
Have
the medicinal
where
pies.
processed food.
He's
Yes.
a smart one. Trust me. At least he's smarter than me for sure.
Well, let's see. Well, when the captain of the watch, when Richter came back, the captain of the watch was with him, and they went into the court, wanting to speak alone. And I couldn't swear to it, but when the captain of the watch left, there was something strange and creepy about him. He seemed very amused after he left. Most unlike him, as he's usually very serious.
Point
But
us
when I
to
entered,
where he went, and we're gonna investigate immediately. We don't mean
I'm
to
not-
frighten you, but the judge might be dead.
I'm not sure. When I went in after Richter called for me, he was very shaky and pale. But I'm not sure where the captain of the watch. He might be out on his patrol throughout the town. Captain Gore. Captain. No, that's Magistrate Gorgons. I'll find the captain's name later. But yeah, he might be out on his patrols. But if you think you might be able to help Richter, I can tell you where he lives.
Yes, please.
He lives in his chambers in the town courts.
Right. We're gonna head there without delay.
All right. Let's see. You guys, after asking for a bit of directions,
Yes.
you head your way. You make your way there. It's a kind of a solitary area of town, and it's more on the upper class side of the river. And when you reach there, you see a lone little apartment. With Rick, with Richter, uh, whatever the rest of his name is. God. I know it was stupid and we were making fun of it. It was like, but anyways, his name is written on the wooden door. When you go to knock, a little old lady opens the door, saying,
Was it once in a time?
I think,
Oh yeah, it was once upon a time, wasn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
Because he
Once-
keeps hearing
once
all these
upon a time,
stories.
yeah.
Richter once upon a time.
yes.
I wonder if he's
How
buddies
about
with Hand Over Fist.
Marvin's hand over fist. But yes, a little old lady opens the door, and she says, "Who goes there?"
Hello there. We're friends with Judge Richter. Once upon a time, we fear he might be in danger. Is he there?
She says, yes, he's very ill, and he's to not see any visitors or any business inquiries at the time.
Hogwitch will step aside and motion to This must sound a bit disrespectful. Sorry, Ross. What's your halfling's name again?
No, it's fine. It's Harble.
Harble.
Yeah, Harble says, we had some business, in fact, with Magistrate Richter, and I'm, in fact, a physician. I would like to try to help him if I can.
Aye, he's a doctor, and this might be a matter of life and death.
Make a fellowship roll, and you can, if Herbal is doing it, you can add a 30 to your roll.
Herbal, roll that fellowship. It's probably going to be greater than mine.
Nice, 23. I got under.
All right. Yeah, you succeed. And she explained that Richter, we're very concerned about him. He has not been ill for years. And that physician Reinhold Heikdorn is in with him now. And as she's explaining this, the physician comes in, appears, and taps her on the shoulder and tells her just to keep Richter warm. And then he begins to leave. And if you guys try to talk to him, he just says, "I have no time. I got other matters to attend to," and hurries along his way. Let's see.
Maybe we should ask him what diagnosis he
That'll
did.
leave to the herbalist.
Yes,
But
what?
yes, absolutely, we'll ask the diagnosis.
My good doctor, what have you? First, Richter is a sort of a friend of ours. We're concerned. What diagnosis what did you notice?
He stops just but a moment and he says, "I cannot diagnose what he has. Whatever it is, it's beyond my skills to treat."
I see. Did you administer anything to him? Any tinctures or letting of humors or anything?
No, I dare not treat him undiagnosed. But his eyes bulge from his head and his tongue has swollen up. And he's
Poison.
delirious.
Madam, we should see him at once. It sounds quite dangerous.
Gilda looks very worried and she just lets you in and points you up to his room. And yeah, you all go up the stairs and enter into his bedroom, and you see him laying there with a blanket hovering up to his neck. And just as he said, his eyes bulge from his head and his tongue has swollen up. And unable to speak, but he looks around back and forth across the room. Delirious, as the doctor has described it.
Can I attempt to... It says, cure disease, can diagnose and cure most diseases with a successful intelligence test modified by patient's toughness.
Okay. All right. I will give you... He doesn't have a very high toughness, so yeah, you can definitely try that. It's 1 toughness.
Oof.
Okay.
Is there how do fate points work? I'm so sorry. It's been a while. I didn't know I was
You
gonna...
burn a fate
you could-
point, and then you can either re-roll, or you can move it to a successful number if it's like 10 points away, or you can, depending on the situation, auto-succeed. Is that correct, Mr.
That
Cam?
sounds like Zweihander.
That is true.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to...
Zweihander is actually a retro clone of this.
Yeah, I'd like to re-roll it then with a fate point, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And it's even worse. Never mind.
Want to spend another fate?
You can't do that, can you? You can't just burn fate points multiple times? Can you do that?
You can do that. I won't let them come back. It's a permanent loss until after each module, and then they come back.
I'll do it. I got 3. I'll do it. That works. 22.
Yes.
All right. Ooh.
The halfling goddess Esmeralda has forced her hand. This halfling will succeed come hell or high water.
Isn't it like a critical success or something like that?
Oh, because I got the 2 numbers together.
It might be,
Ooh.
yeah. So he may have gone above and beyond his duties to make this man well or figure out what's going on.
Yeah, like as soon as Herbal enters the room, just takes one look at him and he says, "Yep, that's purple brain fever." And you know of a herbal remedy that will essentially be a cure. Unfortunately, as you describe to Gilda what you may need and what the remedy is called, he says that it's possibly not available in town, but you can inform Dr. Heichtorn of the diagnosis. But you know that he will die within a week if he doesn't get the remedy.
Can we actually go and get it like ourselves somewhere? I mean,
Yeah, because we've got several.
our friend is herbalist. Like, surely we can go and outside somewhere and get them.
And Hogwitch is herblore too.
Ooh.
It says that I could locate the herbs on a successful intelligence test.
Okay. You guys can definitely do this if you want. Let me get to my herb page. I think it was up. Sorry. Livestock market. Oh, is this herbs? No, that's more fluff. Oh dear.
Take your time, do what you gotta. You're doing great today, so.
We're really speeding along here, actually, and
Nice.
it's great story-wise. It's just since everything's mismatched, I'm having to flip up and flip down.
Sorry, bro.
We don't do
While you're
things
doing
in
that-
the correct order.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It is a comedy. Would you be insulted if I use the washroom while you're looking around?
No, go ahead. I think I
Alright,
just got to it, so go ahead.
Awesome.
Can we do a general break?
Yeah, we can do just a small break if you want.
We're coming to the
Okay.
end, aren't we? We're 4 minutes over.
Oh yeah, we're 4 minutes over. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we might as well just stop here,
okay.
and later we can, unless anyone wants to play and can play further, I can, but I don't know about other people.
Hey, it's all up to my players. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll probably call it here today.
Yeah, let's call it here then, everyone.